Hello everyone, this is Samiran Methi, Senior Lecturer in Computer Engineering Department from Praveen Patil Polytechnic. Today I am about to upload third practical of Advanced Computer Network. I have already uploaded practical number 1 and practical number 2. I hope you have watched those practicals. Now coming to the third practical is about OSPF configuration using Cisco Packet Tracer. Now OSPF stands for Open Shortest Path First. So for that we require a tool known as Cisco Packet Tracer. For this we require some devices. So starting with PC, take one PC. For other network take another PC. We require some networking devices, so we require a router for it. So one router over here for the first network, the other router for the second network. We require switch as well, so portable switch for this network and another portable switch for this network. Let us name these networks using place notes. So let this network be 192.168.1.0. Let this network be 192.168.2.0 and this network be 10.0.0.0. So we are done with the place node. Now we'll attach all this using wires. So from this to this, again from this to this. This was the first network. This is the second network, and again from this to this, and finally from router to a router. Fine. So now we are supposed to give IP addresses to this PC. So if you remember RIP practical, this is the way to give IP addresses to the PC. Go to desktop, go to IP configuration, and for this PC we are supposed to give IP address. So for this PC, this is the router, this is the IP address. So default gateway has to be 192.168.1.1. So this is the default gateway for this router. So obviously we should give the IP address as 1.2. That is the next IP address for this device, and the subnet mask will be as it is. This is a class C network. I hope you know what is class C network, and the subnet mask for the same is 255.255.255.0. For class A network subnet mask will be 255.0.0.0. For class B network it will be 255.255.0.0. I hope the point is clear. Fine. Coming to this PC, again desktop, IP, and this PC belongs to this network. So the default gateway will be 192.168.2.1, and hence IP address will be 2.2. And again this is a class C network, so subnet mask is 3 times 255.0. I hope the point is clear. Coming to router configuration. So try to understand this. Since this router is connected to switch and switch is connected to PC, so it is related to Ethernet port. So we should go for Ethernet. Fine. And in Ethernet we should on the router, and the IP address will be the default gateway we have earlier set, which is 1.1, 168.1.1, and subnet mask will be as it is, class C 3 times 255.0. Regarding this, again this is connected to switch, so we'll focus on the router part, Ethernet part. So again it will be on, and the IP address should be the default gateway, that is 2.1, and finally subnet mask. Now we have configured this part, and now it has been green, that is it is on now, and again we have configured this. Now coming to this one, let us check this once again. Fast Ethernet 2.1, that is fine, and regarding this the IP address is 2.1 and 2.2, it is fine. Next, coming to this one, now we have already configured this part. Now about this part, now to get knowledge about this part, if we keep this arrow over this link, we get serial 2.0 or 2/0, and here we have a clock which states it is a DCE, that is data connecting equipment, and in the other side, that is router 1, it is DTE, that is data terminal equipment. For DCE, timer should be set. So we'll go for it. Serial 20, we'll set the timer. It's up to the user to set any of the timer on it. And now we don't have any switch over this link, so IP address has to be used. Now the network for this we are using is this, so any IP address will apply, that is 10.0.0.2 for example, and subnet mask. Since it is a class A network, only 1 times 255 has come. I hope the point is clear. And regarding again this serial 20, here we need not set the timer because it is working as data terminal equipment and it should be on. And again we don't have any switch connected to it, so default gateway won't come, but any IP address will come. We have used 0.2 for this, so for this we'll use 0.3 and the subnet mask will be 255.0.0.0. I hope the point is clear. So we are done with this. Now let us check whether we have successfully configured our OSPF or not. But one thing is required is configuration. So for that we need to go over here. For RIP it was really easy. We could go with RIP and then accordingly we could add the networks, if you remember practical number 2. But for OSPF we don't have it here, so we need to use command line interface for it. Now you are supposed to write exit first, fine, and now you are supposed to write some command for configuration of OSPF. Router OSPF 1 network. Now we are trying to configure this router. So it is connected to 2 networks, this one, that is this one, and this one. So I am supposed to write network 192.168.1.0, and OSPF works for class less addressing. So here we should use wildcard entries which are complement of subnet mask. Now this is a class C network, so the subnet mask for the same will be 3 times 255.0. So the complement of 3 times 255.0 will be 0.0.0.255, which is known as wildcard entry, and we are also supposed to write area 0. Enter, and again network. Now this network 10.0.0.0, and the wildcard entry for the same will be class. Now 10.0.0.0 is a class A network, and the subnet mask for the same is 255.0.0.0. The complement for the same will be 0.255.255.255, which is a wildcard entry. Done. Exit and come to this. In setting, save in NVRAM. So this is done. Regarding this router is connected to this network and this network. So I click on it, and then I'll come to command line interface. I'll write exit over here first. Then I'm supposed to write again router OSPF 1 network, for example 192.168.2.0. Again, it is a class C network, so the subnet mask for the same is triple times 255.0. The complement for the same will be 0.0.0.255, area 0, and finally network 10.0.0.0, and the subnet mask for class A network is 1 times 255.0.0.0. So the complement for the same will be 0.255.255.255, area 0, exit. Now save in NVRAM. So we are done. So let us check we have successfully configured open shorted password or not. So let us take a PDU or a packet. So from here to here, is it successful? Yes, it is successful. From here to here, is it successful? It is failed in first situation because it takes some time. Now we'll try once more. So from here to here, now it is successful. So in this way we have successfully configured open shortest path first. I'll soon upload the fourth practical. Till then, take care. Bye. Thank you very much.